participants and listeners from around the world. I'm Kristen Schwartz, licensed midwife and MC for Gold Learning, and I'm here today with Bianca Balassiano. Hello, Bianca.
Hi, Kristen. Hello, everyone.
It's it's so nice to have you here, and you are one of our presenters for the Gold Lactation Online Conference of 2019. Isn't that correct?
Yes, yes, it is, and I'm really excited about it.
That's wonderful. And you're speaking for us for the first time, but you have been listening to Gold's lactation presentation or any presentations by Gold before, right?
Yes, I've been a delegate for many years, and I'm really
Uh-huh.
excited to be a part of the team this year.
That is wonderful. See how that can go. And we're always asking our listeners, our delegates, if they have something they want to share at one of our conferences. And here you are, after attending many of the presentations and conferences yourself. You are part of the team now. How wonderful.
Yes, isn't it?
So, Bianca, let us know in the world, where are you located? Where are you coming from today?
Well, I'm based in Rio de Janeiro. It's a very, very warm city in Brazil, South America. Very beautiful city. So I invite everyone to visit us. It's a very, very beautiful city and very hot, very warm. It's summer. It's summer all the time. So I think it's very. Everyone will be pleased.
That sounds good. Summer all the time. I think some of our listeners from northern climates, they
Yeah.
are a little bit jealous now and say, "Okay, I'll take a flight over there."
Yes.
Um,
Sure.
so now tell us a little bit about your background and your professional journey.
Well, I have graduated as a psychologist in the year of 2000, but I haven't worked in the field until I had my first child in 2005. So, with my first child, I have become interested in breastfeeding, as many
Right.
people, right?
Yeah.
Because I had a little bit of a difficult journey with my first child, and then through this difficult journey, I became interested in breastfeeding, and through breastfeeding, I became interested again in studying the field through a psychologist
Mm.
uh, eye,
Right.
if you know what I mean. Like I understand that that beyond the physiology of breastfeeding, there's also you must look at the woman behind the breast, and you have to look at the whole
Mm-hmm.
integrity of the phenomenon. So then I became interested in studying it as something holistic.
Interesting. Well, thank you for
Yeah.
sharing that. Yeah, it is wonderful with your background that you can bridge both and you're not just looking at the woman as the nursing woman or nursing person as, just the body, but also bring in the psychology of it as well, right?
Yes, because I became very critical when I started studying breastfeeding. I became very critical of the material that only brought us uh, studies talking about a pair of breasts, not mentioning
Hmm.
that we had a person behind it, right?
Right.
Someone that was emotionally attached to it, and all the emotional challenges of the postpartum, and of the arrival of a baby to the family, and everything, the changes that a baby caused to a family, and that are obviously connected to the breastfeeding
Right.
physiology, right? So
Absolutely.
I started to study all of these things connected. So I think that my approach to breastfeeding is really different because it has this look that includes the emotional aspect of it.
I see. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you have a holistic approach to the subject. Now, let me ask you this as well, since you're located there in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Before we talk about your topic here, can you give us a little information about breastfeeding rates in Brazil? Do you have any access to statistics, or just give us a little bit of an overview?
Yes, we do. Actually, in Brazil, breastfeeding is really well accepted. It's really we do not have wonderful rates. I mean, our we don't have new researches. Our latest researches are from 2010, where we had 54 days of exclusive breastfeeding as an average, which is not really, really good. But we have now more people breastfeeding for longer months and years. But we have high rates of initiation, and we have the biggest network of milk banks in the world. So Brazil
Hmm.
exports technology in human milk processment, which is really nice. It is in Brazil. It is really natural to see women breastfeeding in the streets. It is not something that is like we see in other countries that is forbidden or that someone will complain about if you breastfeed in a store or in the middle of the
Hmm.
street. No, it is very accepted and natural to see someone breastfeeding in the middle of a mall or a store or in our in numerous beaches. We have a lot of beaches here, right? It's really hot.
Yes, yes. So
Yeah.
breastfeeding at the beach, that sounds
Yeah.
wonderful. And it's good to hear that it's something considered to be natural and there's no shaming of women doing it and it's widely accepted. That's wonderful to hear.
Yeah,
Now, yeah,
but
that's good because,
it's good, but at
there's
the
so many
same, yeah,
places where
at
we're
the
still.
same time, we have only 4 months as for
Mm,
maternal leave, which makes it difficult for
yes.
women to breastfeed
Yep.
for a long
Yep.
time. So we have a lot of other points that make it difficult for women to breastfeed too. Hmm?
Yes, that is helpful information. Thank you for sharing that. Now, let's jump into your topic. Your topic is about gradual weaning, helping mothers who are ready to move on. Tell us a little bit.
Yeah. So I find it interesting to talk about weaning because it's considered kind of a taboo, at least here in my um, country. We don't. If you work with breastfeeding, it's like it's like you cannot talk about helping a mother to stop breastfeeding. It's like criminal. So, like if you will never stop. So, but the thing is, when you start helping a mother to breastfeed, you naturally become a person that this mother connects to. So, I was many times this mother came to me looking for me as a person that she was already connected to talk and to look for advice when she wanted to ask something about breastfeeding. So they came to me 1 year, 1 year and a half, 2 years later, asking me, Bianca, now I want to stop breastfeeding. I don't want to breastfeed on demand anymore. Or my son is waking up too much at night. What can I do? Please help me. And I wanted to improve my skills to help these women to move on, as is the title of the presentation. So through this past 5 or 6 years, I've been improving this kind of method that I've been using in my practice, and I've been teaching other lactation consultants here in my city, and it's been really, really grateful as a work. We've been helping lots and lots of women. This work has been very satisfying. I even have we have now people that have been through this journey that have published books because of it, books that are directed to kids to help the kids wean, to help kids wean at night, to understand that we should not feed during the night if you are a big kid, of course, to help families sleep better and feel better, because to sleep better is to have better mental health and everything. So I have this specific method that is working really well, and I think that a good lactation consultant should also have the proper skills to help families who are ready to get to the next level. So basically, I think this is it.
Right. Yeah. And do you sometimes get into a situation where the mother says, "I'm ready to stop," and where you feel personally, if you know, oh, she should wean, she should not wean right now. She should keep try to continue. How do you deal with situations like that when you're emotional, your own emotions and your own opinion may be contrary to what the mother
Oh,
wants?
that's a very interesting question. This method, as people who will be in the presentation will see, is only suitable for bigger kids, like 18 months plus, sometimes 16 months plus. When mothers with smaller babies reach me wanting to wean before, and I don't find it suitable. And also because the method does not work, I tell them that it's not possible, because for me it's also aggressive because of what I believe. It's not that I don't find that it's not legitimate that a mother wants to win. I find that a mother knows best. Anyone
Mhm.
knows what's best for its own family, but I, as a professional, cannot help with the method that I have developed. So sometimes I direct them to the sleep consultants, because sometimes it's not a question of breastfeeding, it's a question of arranging a sleep arrangement, and they can sleep better, or maybe engage someone else in the family, especially fathers or partners, to make the sleep arrangement better, and the family can rest a little bit better and keep on breastfeeding. But this specific method is not suitable for babies. It's only for kids who are 16 or 18 months plus. And this way, it's not aggressive to me as a lactation consultant, because I also will not stimulate families with babies to wean, because this is something that
Mhm.
I also don't want to do, right?
Right. Well, thank you for talking with me and clearing this up, this and also talking with me about your presentation, Bianca. It was so nice to have you here with me today, and thank you for taking the time.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. It will be a pleasure to be there.
And we are looking forward to your presentation. And
Okay.
now to our thank you. And to our listeners now, the presentation Gradual Weaning, Helping Mothers Who Are Ready to Move On by Bianca Balassiano is part of the Gold Lactation Online Conference of 2019, and the presentation will be live on April 9th. To find out more information about this presentation and also the other presentations in the conference, we invite you to visit goldlearning.com. Thank you everyone for listening here today. Bye bye.